Are you able to decode me now?
Childhood has been a little traumatic is a strong word, and the fear of not being hurt and not being too attached, you run away. So you're an escapist. But you also stayed very separately from your mother also.
True.
Being a possessive son, you did not like certain decisions she took, the misery she self-induced in her life.
Everything was 100% accurate, and I'm a bit speechless, to be honest.
I used to see a lot of things in dreams before they happen. So I think it's a gift. I'm one of the most expensive astrologers in the country.
What is the biggest misconception that people have around astrology?
So astrology is not a predictive science, it's a guiding science. It was not to make it a gimmick of predicting about you. They induce fear in your system and they tell you solutions so that you spend money and they earn out of you. You need to wear that stone, you need to get that puja done. That's not the right way.
And for people who are watching and maybe they're a bit skeptical about astrology, what would you tell them? Thank you for welcoming us in your beautiful house.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here.
For me, the most important question that I have for you today is to understand is my future written or can I change it?
So astrology is not a predictive science, it's a guiding science. It's called Jyotish in Hindi. Jyoti in Ish, which is made of two Sanskrit words. Jyoti means light and Ish means God. So astrology is light of God. With light, how can you predict? Can any light help you to predict? A light is there to guide you, like a hermit would take you and guide you. The science was to make you a better version of yourself, to make you reach and attain your higher purpose. It was not to make it a gimmick of predicting about you. But if you are the way you are, you don't evolve. You keep doing what you're doing. It's so easy to predict for you. But if you keep evolving, then nobody can predict for you.
Oh, I see. So what you say is like it helps to guide people, right?
The science was written, mentioned to guide for people. A lot of sciences here have been very promising about telling about your past, including the Bhrigu Samhita, to verify that up till now, what you've attained was written and now you know it. That means nature wants you to have the power and responsibility in your hand and work towards the change.
Okay. There's what I read, there's a lot of people with this misconception that it's about predicting. It
is about predicting, but predicting about nature, about mundane astrology. That when things comes in stars for the nature, because in earth nothing is evolving at the consciousness state of how we can evolve.
Yeah.
So when two stars come together, a war can be predicted. This can be predicted. But what do we do about it is our conscious choice and our perception also.
Okay, I see. So give me an example how, for example, astrology can help me to have a better life.
So if you're lost and you don't know what is the right career for you, which is the right decision for you, it can help you that look, your coming years are seeming like that. This is the energy of the planet which is bringing. It's more energetic. This is the time when you should not leave your job. And if you want to start a business, start with the business because you will have immense energy to follow your passion and taking care of your basic necessities also. So it tells you that what phase you're going through, how your behavior is going to be, what kind of opportunities you will have. And if you are in confusion between these two choices, this will be a better one.
Oh, I see. And first of all, for you in your birth chart, was there something in your birth chart that you were kind of fighting a little bit, but then at the end you saw it as a gift?
Yes, so when I went through the phase of my marriage, I went through a phase of a planet called Rahu, which is called North Node in English. It's a planet which is a very rebel planet. It's a very ambitious planet. The way it was placed, if I wouldn't have been an astrologer or I would have not got into spirituality, either I would have researched into something deeper or I would have gone into depression.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, because that planet at that position is capable of giving that results. Because God worked for me in the higher purpose, it made me a researcher, not in depression. both takes you into depth. Depression also takes you down. Research also takes you down. Depression also puts you in isolation. Research also puts you in isolation. But here you're doing for a higher purpose. There you're not able to understand that why things are happening with you the way they are happening. And you can't fight with the circumstances and you go into depression.
Wow. And then how did you handle it?
It got handled, actually. Some people are self-made, some people are God-made. And when you're God-made, you run through grace, not through efforts. So I'm operated through grace, not through efforts anymore.
What is the biggest misconception that people have around astrology?
I think it's not a misconception what has happened to the science actually. And it's not just with astrology. It's with law and it's with medical science also, where it is more fear operative now. So you're in a situation, you're asked to be more fearful. They induce fear in your system and they tell you solutions so that you spend money and they earn out of you, which is very, very sad. If you can earn money by rightly guiding the people, they'll be happily paying you more. Or you'll have your own selective audience and your clients. But it's very fear inductive now, which I don't like. I don't like those tactics.
So meaning by the people who practice it, meaning that's what is a
if there's a situation where you might get hurt, so you might get an accident, you might lose your limbs, there could be a major accident, you need to wear that stone, you need to get that puja done. That's not the right way.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. I mean, what is coming now to my mind is, are you able to decode me now?
Do you want me to decode it?
Yes.
So when I look at your face, I see that the childhood has been a little not too great. Traumatic is a strong word, but you're very sensitive as a person. So little things hurt you a lot. And you get distant from people, family, relations because you get hurt very easily and the fear of not being hurt and not being too attached, you run away. So you're an escapist. You like to, you don't want to be hurt. You want to be in a space where you can control your emotions. Somebody else is not holding the remote of your emotions. So for that, you don't let people come too close. At the moment you feel they're capable of hurting you, you're gone. So you try and always create a balance between your attachments and detachments. That's one of the biggest thing for you in life, not to be attached and not to be too detached. So you're always walking on a tightrope like that. So with the childhood, with a lot of grief and discomfort, each time, each experience, you've tried and calmed yourself, look for ways to balance yourself, get back to the center. So for you, those experiences always made you think that I just need to be self-reliant. I just don't need happiness outside. I need to find it inside. And hence you got into the whole circle of higher purpose and helping people to whatever and however you can. But this whole journey started with your own traumas and struggles.
Wow. Wow. Actually, it's pretty accurate. Yeah. I don't know, when you said that, I don't know if you know that my father died when I was 14 years old.
I have no idea. I've never seen you or met you before.
Yeah, okay. I was just because that happened in my life, and I think I don't know what to tell you actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate.
But you also stayed very separately from your mother also.
True.
Yeah. So maybe because being a possessive son, you did not like certain decisions she took and you never wanted to lose her respect in your eyes and to distance yourself from the pain and the misery she self-induced in her life.
Yeah, now I'm in that moment like, wow, this is so accurate. Like, what shall I do? Shall I ask you what's next for me? Live? Because it was really accurate. What you said, everything was 100% accurate, and I'm a bit speechless, to be honest.
No, I think you're on a path where you want to make a difference. You want to create a spiritual center at one point of time in life where there are a lot of people, different therapies are happening, healings are happening. They're healing themselves. And you want to create a karma or a group of people who collectively do this thing at one piece where people can come, transform, live. It's more like a residential program you want to create in life. And you're finding right people and it will happen.
Mm. Wow, Dr. Jin, I don't know what to tell you, really.
It's okay. It's okay.
Thank you so much for.
Pleasure.
I really don't know what to tell you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Maybe you can ask me a question. Maybe better. I don't know what to ask you.
I think sometimes in life, our companionship is with a lot of people, not with one person.
Yeah.
And when we stop searching for that one person who validates us and loves us unconditionally, we actually break free. And that's what you're learning for this lifetime.
Yeah.
You don't need to have one person. Sometimes we need so much of love that one is not enough. And validation from one is also not enough. So it's okay. It's okay to be in the space you are.
Wow, beautiful. Can I ask, like, how did you figure out that, or how did that came to you?
I can't ask questions from myself, say how and why. Then the little thing that speaks and will say, shut up and mind your own business. It just happens. Even before I calculate, it's out. You know?
Yeah. No, but more in terms of, like, did you look at me? Did you look at my? It just came.
Yeah. The moment there's a question, there's an answer. I have somehow trained myself not to have answers without questions now. If there's no need, I don't want unnecessary garbage all around over me. If there's a need, then right guidance and knowledge should flow through me. That's the responsibility of that divinity sitting over and above with me, within me, around me to serve the purpose. I just have to be a medium.
Yeah, you are the medium. Yeah, it just comes through you. That's what you say.
Yeah, it's not mine.
Okay. I don't know what to ask. So beautiful. That was so beautiful. I'm just being present and just also enjoying this moment because I'm feeling it was beautiful. So thank you. First of all, what are the top reasons why people come to you looking for help?
There are only 3 things in life that people want, and every other thing falls into those 3 categories.
What that?
Peace, power, prosperity. 3 P's of life. Either they come for peace,
yes,
they come for power,
yes,
or they come for prosperity.
Okay.
Everything else, whether it is relationship, neither they want some power in relationship, they want to get married and get into prosperous families, or they want peace in their relationship.
And maybe you can tell me a story of someone that came to you that maybe not believing so much about astrology, but at the end a lot changed in their life, and then they felt like, wow, okay, there's something here for me.
You know, actually, people who are non-believers are always better and ready for a change.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me more. That's interesting.
Because you know, when they listen from a perspective of it's not going to happen. There's no harm in trying. And when you try is when the change happens. So even a non-believer believes in something. If they don't believe in astrology, they do believe in something.
Yeah.
So we all are always willing for different changes and different evolvements or different solutions in our life. But when you don't believe in it, you do it more rigorously to see that it's not going to work. And that's how it works.
Really? Yeah. Tell me a story. I mean, it's fascinating. I think I see what you mean.
The people I believe who have really benefited out of this are the youth. When parents bring their children saying that you must go and they don't understand what the science is capable of. And when you tell them things about their nature, their behavior, their past, their relationship, they get stunned. And when they do that and you tell them, look, this smoking is not good for you. You're an addictive person. You might get addicted to it. You'll initially think that I'm doing it for fun. It's cool. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But that's not how it is going to be. Remember, you were addicted to that boy. It took you years to come over it. So see your pattern. Till you don't change and you don't evolve, don't get into the trial model. First, have control over yourself and then try different activities. So, and they follow, they understand. And then you feel so happy that you changed something about the whole generation that is going to come now.
And actually, what is interesting, while I was doing research, the Generation Z is the one that is looking a lot for astrology.
Yeah, a lot.
Why do you think that is that?
Because COVID really shook us up. They're the one who've seen first crisis in their life.
Yeah.
They knew that there is something over and above us, beyond us, which can create death, which can create misery, where there is no science working. There is a stuff called immunity, which we don't know what it is about.
Yeah.
5 people living in a house, 2 get COVID, 3 don't get COVID. What is working beyond? So that believe in something supernatural really made them to have positive approach in life. They understand that what brain can go through and how to pull that up, and then so much of rebel travel happened and so much of spending in travel happened because they've been to the bottom. And
that's interesting.
Yeah, so I think COVID changed a lot of perspective of Gen Zs.
Trying to understand better astrology, how would you explain astrology to a 9-year-old, for example?
I'll say that if you go to Singapore and it rains very often there, and you wearing a white trouser and a white shirt, and if you check on your phone, on your weather app, and you know it's going to rain, at least you'll pick an umbrella from your hotel, We'll try and see that you don't wear a white trouser so that if it's raining, you don't spoil it for your meeting. You'll take precautions if you know that it is going to rain. So the way we use our weather app to plan our day better, if you understand astrology, you can plan your life better. If you know it's going to rain, you can take precautions. And if it doesn't rain, what's the harm in taking precautions?
Maybe a 9-year-old maybe would ask you, so how do you know it's going to rain?
Yeah, but then it rains in Delhi also. And now children knows apps more than we can imagine.
True.
They don't eat without flipping on Instagram. So the finger is an automatic resetting system they've got from God.
True.
They just know how to do this.
Yeah. But how does astrology works in a way that is able, not just, well, first maybe I'll tell you, I had one experience. I was curious. Many years ago, I went to an astrologer, and I was shocked how he accurately told me things about my pasts. And then he was telling me about exactly if it's going to rain or not. Tell me a little bit what's behind this, the science behind this.
So when you were born, there was a certain configuration happening up there. Like if you're talking and if your camera person takes a snapshot now, 20 years down, it will still be me, but it's still not me. But this captured moment can have a whole history behind, from a painting to a episode to bringing it into different platforms, everything. So the moment you're born, whatever is happening up there, there's a snapshot that gets done and attached to you. Okay. Now that snapshot stays with you. As you grow, there are different phases that happen in that snapshot, which dominates what area of life you will be focusing on, how your mindset is going to be, what kind of person you're going to be. Once you know it, and you know it doesn't fit the bill, I should not be like that. You can do things to transform yourself and change. You can surely do that. But you should know what is not right. We are so busy in analyzing others that we forget that we have to introspect ourselves. And we have a different image about ourselves until somebody shakes us up and tells, hello, that's not what you are. That's what you perceive what you are. This is what you are. And when you hear that and you match what's going in your life with the symptoms, the behavior, the nature, you say, all right, now that I can see myself well, I'm not seeing myself in the glimpse of water, but I'm seeing myself right there in the mirror. This is how I look. I have a cut on my eyebrow. I have a mole on my lip. I can see all of it. Now I want to change it. All right, I'll pick up few makeup tools. I'll do it. And if I want some rigorous change, I'll go for a surgery and do it. But if I want to change, there are options available.
It's like a blueprint that we have since we are born. That blueprint, and that blueprint can be changed over life, or each person has the same.
Perception of that can be changed.
Okay. Oh, just
How
the
you
perception.
perceive it.
Tell me more about that. It's
If
interesting.
you have sickness,
Yes.
like Louise Hay, she had cancer.
Yes.
She fought.
Yeah.
But that cancer was supposed to be in her body. If that cancer would have not manifested in her body, she would have never meditated. She would have not understood the value of positive thoughts. The Hay House publishing house would have not been created. She would have not been a billionaire. So that disease was important in her body to happen. Now, for that disease to happen, she had to go through traumas of her life. Now, with that traumas which were predetermined,
Yeah.
the disease that was predetermined, if she had no perception to take it in a positive spree, and she would have cribbed, cried, not looked at the positive side, and lived with cancer, because life would have been still till 70, 75, but every day cribbed, no gratitude, becoming bitter, negative, this would have not been created. But because this had to be there, the whole issues were part of this journey. Else, if you want to become a hero, you have to go through struggles. How else will you become a hero?
Mm. And how does, for example, if someone comes to you, then what's the process?
So I first look at their signatures, because that is
The signatures?
the signatures, because that is their financial blueprint.
Oh, really?
Because
Wow.
what they've done with this subconscious mind to decide the signature that works in their banks, their properties, their financial institutes. That's what I look at it first. Then I look at their handwriting, that how they are as a person. Then I look at their face. Then I look at their palm. Then I look at their horoscope, the birth chart. Then I, from the birth chart, understand what are things they've kept in their home, which are working for them, not working for them. And then I work on the solutions and hand over a prescription written to them.
Okay. Wow. And how long does it take, that process?
1 hour per person.
But then they continue with you, or it's just 1 hour?
I'm one of the most expensive astrologers in the country. So I make sure I give them all the solutions at one go. If they want, they're more than welcome. Lot of people, like 40-50% of my clientele is repeat. They keep coming again and again. But my whole effort is that may God resolves things for them and they never come back. And they ask me, when do I see you? I said, never.
Wow. Okay. And then, so you look at the blueprint, and also you give them solutions, and those solutions like are kind of guidance for them. So you say, look, this is what looks like is going to happen.
So there are certain behavioral things that I ask them to change. There are certain objects that I aid them to make. I ask them if the signatures are not correct. I ask them to completely do the signatures, their relationship counseling, and then a lot of things related to planets and the remedies to make it okay for them.
Yeah. Give me an example of someone that came to you and had such, after seeing you, had such a huge transformation that it was almost even hard for you to believe.
I think 99% of people who come don't come for fun. Either they're aspirational or they're in some problem. And 99.99% rest, nobody can say 100% to anything.
Yeah.
God makes sure that some value is added in their life and relief is there. There's no way that if you have fever and you have paracetamol, the fever will not go. It will go. It might take 4 hours. It might take half an hour. It might come back early, but it will go. That's how it is.
I see. And the 0.001% that doesn't happen, normally what's the reason?
Sometimes the details might not be correct, but because I also look at hands and a lot of other things also, sometimes people don't want to do solutions also. If you know a problem, you go and meet a doctor, and the doctor tells you, these are the problems and disease you have, and this is the medicine you need to have. Now, if you don't have medicine and you expect things and diseases to go away, then it takes a sweet little time, and for you to work on your immunity, your mind, your behavior, your lifestyle, everything to get result. So you have to do something to get the desired result. You can't be doing the same thing and expect a different result. It doesn't happen like that.
Okay, yeah. So basically, they don't have the prescription of the doctor,
Or they don't follow it.
or yeah, and they don't.
I mean, if
They don't
somebody has
follow,
given you
yeah.
medicines,
Yeah.
you got to go and buy it. If somebody buys and gives you the medicine, you
Yeah.
got to eat it. Nobody can do that part on your part.
Yeah. Yeah. So you explained to me about the past, about how when someone is born, so there's a certain alignment of the planets, right, and the stars. And what about the future? How does it come to you? How do you know what's going to happen? What happens?
So when you see configuration of planets in the horoscope and you understand that they're going through this phase where there could be chances in which their job might go wrong, then you tell them that, look, this is the time you might be without a job and you won't get a job. So even if you're frustrated, don't resign, okay? Don't resign. So you warn them that there are options and probabilities that are coming. Just make sure you take right choices.
Oh, I see. I see what you mean. And for people who are watching and maybe they're a bit skeptical about astrology, what would you tell them?
If you don't believe in it, fabulous. There's no need, because believe in something that your mind and your consciousness gets aligned with. At the end of the day, the purpose is that you should evolve for your higher purpose. Be a better version of yourself. And if astrology isn't solving the purpose, there's no need to push yourself for it. Push yourself where it's smoother. Be with the flow. There's no need to go against the flow. I'm not here for conversions.
Yeah, I see. But what is interesting is that you said that a lot of people that come to you, some of them, they maybe don't believe like the
Yeah, but then
young
parents push them
Exactly.
and send them. Yeah. When you are sitting with somebody and you start decoding them, then they are interested in, what you have to offer. And everybody wants change and transformation in their life. Everyone, from a child to an old person. Every time we need something and we want to get rid of something. And the moment we find somebody who understands us without us saying a word, we just feel so comforting. It's so comforting.
Do you have any question for me?
No, I think life is so much better without questions.
True.
Answers just keep falling all upon.
True.
These are statements, not even answers. That's what makes them so profound and so powerful.
Do you know something for me that I've been working a lot, which is the part of surrendering and to let go and to truly believe that it's going to be all right. Everything is going to fall into place. Sometimes there's this also voice that comes as like the fear that comes. How people who believe that they want to do something bigger and they want to surrender, and what are some ways we can do that?
There are two concepts. When I started training people in this field or sharing my views, I started with law of attraction. Very soon I understood that it's law of surrendering. You have to just let it happen with a desire and a trust that if not this, then something better. So I don't know whether people say that I thought about it and I manifested is true, or it was always meant for you to believe and receive it, and you were just a dummy thinking that I am the one who's manifesting. So I don't know what is the real thing, but what I personally believe, feel, and observe is that what is meant for you, you truly desire that. You don't even know that this is what is going to happen, but you just feel all powerful walking on the path as if you're the one who's created this. But it's okay to feel that way. Nature is so beautiful and so egoless that if you want to hold all the ego of being the creator, she says, doesn't matter. If that makes you happy, stay.
And what do you think comes in the way of that? Why do you think people are not able to feel the way you said? Well, I think it's beautiful what you said.
Because we can't trust ourselves. We can't trust our parents. We can't trust anyone. How do you damn trust somebody which you can't see, look at, talk, communicate one-to-one in a physical form? So when trust has to happen, it's in your nature. Either you do or you don't. But the day you learn how to do, you have to start believing in the nature that something out there always wants best for you, always wants happiness for you. Just like how your parents, no matter they like you or they don't want anything bad for you. So if you start believing in it, it starts giving you the results what you start believing in.
And what you said, I mean, if I understood correctly at the beginning, like, so there's no, it's not written our destiny, right? So is it correct what you told me, that our destiny is not written?
It's in writing. It's not written. So you be aware that it's in writing. What value am I adding? What desires am I adding? What mindset am I adding? It's continuously in writing.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. And you can at every moment you can build that, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Because that's, I think, a big misconception that it's there. I ask 10 of my friends, like, what is a question that you would love to ask you? And a question that was across everyone was this question: is the future already written or can be changed? And if it can be changed, how much is it free will? But what you say is we are constantly writing our future with the behaviors.
It's happening. Everything in nature is in present tense.
Yeah.
There's no future.
Exactly.
And there is no past.
Yeah.
We're in now. Everything is happening now. So be conscious of that, be mindful of that, and be very, very positively inputting in that it's all happening for best and betterment each day.
And what astrology helps us is just to see,
to guide us for our temperament, behavior, choices, opportunities, positive and negative both coming your way, so that you're wise and sensible to take right decisions.
I see. And a lot of people today, actually, it's one of the biggest questions that I see in our comments, is people overthinking a lot and having negative thoughts.
This is that they have nothing else to do. And the more you're on social media, the more maddening it is for you. So you have to be constructively, productively dividing your time. Everything, after every 15 minutes, set an alarm and see how am I feeling. And if you're not feeling good, ask, why am I not feeling good? Is the person I'm thinking about, is the situation I'm thinking about serving the purpose of making me feel good and better? If it's not, take it out from your system, wrap it, tie it, and throw it. And keep throwing it again and again each time you come back to yourself, so that the thought and the brain understands that it's not serving its purpose. Take that off.
So what you're saying is that it needs to have this self-awareness about where are these...
Come back to yourself.
Exactly.
Come back to yourself.
Yeah, and I love what you say. It's like you keep asking yourself, how am I feeling?
Yeah.
Where is it coming?
Why am I not feeling?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if it's the same pattern, it's the same situation, it's the same person, get rid of it.
Yeah, and something that I think for me there was a big part of a lot of the questions that I had was about how do I find my purpose in life?
Why do you have to find a damn purpose? What will change? Keep doing. The purpose will find you. You can never find a purpose.
Yeah, so that's what I discovered. But I think I think in our society there's a lot of people that believe that I need to find the purpose, and that's where I was. I was there. I need to find that purpose, find that purpose. And what happened? It was exactly what you said. The purpose found me. Yeah. So for people who think about, oh, I don't know what is my purpose. So what is your advice?
Confusion is mother of clarity. It's good to be confused, because then clarity will happen to you. It will happen. You will never find clarity. Let it happen to you.
And okay, to let it happen, is there something that we have to do?
Start doing different things of what you like.
Yeah.
Keep trying till exactly you hit the nail. And one fine day you like, oh, like Buddha, kept meditating. One corner, second corner, desperation, frustration, not happening. It happens. It will happen.
And how do we know that we know?
It's better that you know that you don't know.
Oh, now we are talking. Tell me, man. This is so good. Are you going to miss your flight tomorrow? This conversation is going to go long. Tell me.
I think the more you know, the more egoist you get and the lesser you learn and absorb. The more you understand that you don't know is the better space of humility, humbleness, and desire to learn more have in you. So actually you don't know anything. That's the beauty.
How can we practice that?
No, you have to believe that.
Yeah, but once you believe, how can
just look around. Just when you're in a flight, just look out from a window and see. Like land you see is endless of one city and millions of houses and cars you see. And here sitting in your car and one tiny speck of house, you feel like a billionaire. Just see from a bird view perspective, you don't exist. You're not important. You're there. This is such a grateful moment that nature wants you to experience. Who are you? Just see yourself from top above. You have no existence from that bird view perspective. And if nature is giving you a position where people like you, you're comfortable, they trust you, and you're loved, this is such a grateful feeling. It's so overwhelming.
And that's when you have abundance in your life, right?
True.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people, they keep chasing things, but I think what I've learned.
More you chase, the farther it goes. The
Exactly.
moment you step, it comes and falls in your lap.
Exactly. Yeah, it's more than chasing. It's about attracting, right? When you are in that vibration that you are so connected, you start attracting what you want, right?
True.
Good. Okay, so we're coming into the end. I would like to get to now decode you a little bit.
Decode me. I'm all there. Please.
No, for you, was there a belief that you had that you suddenly that was not serving, that it changed and it helped you in your life?
There's several. There's several. And each time I feel something is not working out, I understand that what is the reason, why am I thinking like that? And then when was this first thought or emotion came to me when I'm thinking like that? Like if I'm thinking that I can't do this, then I'll think, what happened? What age? Where did I felt I was underconfident? Why I think a woman can't make it? I go back to that emotion, live it back, cut the whole chapter and say, I'll make it happen. Because I'm not in that stage of life anymore. That was an experience. It doesn't change my mind. It shouldn't change my mind. But I go back, I go through the whole situation, the trauma, the negativity, whatever we call that. For me, these are experiences. I don't believe in the word called trauma. And the moment I see it, I release it. So I go back, I go back, I go back to go further.
What was one that you changed that really unlocked a lot in your spiritual journey?
So I think changed, you mean, huh? No, actually, I have not changed anything, but several times, beliefs related to money. I have discovered that I had very different beliefs related to money. For me, wealth was something that one should keep saving. Wealth was something where one has to keep preserving. I think I changed the idea of it considering it like air. You always have enough. And this is what I truly believe in. So I've worked a lot on my money beliefs, actually, a lot on my money beliefs.
And what is one money belief that really helped you to change the way you
like save for the rainy day, save for the rainy day. No, invest for your better future. There are no rainy days. Rains are beautiful. So your vocabulary and your feeling sometimes is just to pick them up and it's irrelevant. So one has to change, one has to make it more beautiful, one has to make it more meaningful. So I'm very conscious with the words that I use because I believe that my words create my world.
Is there any other belief or principle that you have in your life that helps you to live a better life?
I think each day, if there is any emotion or situation which is not making me feel closer to God, and there is a duality or disturbance, I immediately start working on it. So for me, I'm the biggest laboratory for myself. And there's an endless experimentation of different chemicals and reactions I keep doing. So for me, every moment I feel if I cannot feel his presence and I'm not in gratitude, there's something wrong. And I try and work on it. Yeah.
How does it feel? For example, give me an example. How does it feel for you? How do you know that there's something that is not connected?
Sometimes if somebody has said something or you want something, it's not happening, it's delayed, you're impatient about it. I immediately get to the feelings which is not correct for me. Because if you don't have patience, that means you don't have trust on him. You're feeling you're smarter than him and your speed should be better than what he feels your speed should be. So I try and get back to him and say, I'm sorry, you know better, you know the best. I can be like a child, a little more impatient, but you take your time. I don't want premature deliveries. I want you to make things happen in a better and a fruitful way because you know the best.
Wow. And then you bring yourself again to the
And again,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
again, and again.
Yeah. And do you have like a ritual that you do daily that helps, like a spiritual
meditation?
Yeah.
That's
What do you do as a meditation?
I do chakra breathing. I'm a Shri Yantra Sadhak. I do a lot of sadhanas and Yantra practice on my body mentally doing that. So there are a couple of things I do.
Okay. And you do that in the morning?
And night both. I don't leave my bed without meditation. Night and morning both. Night meditation sometimes do on a sofa, anywhere. But morning, before I get down from the bed, I have to, make love and get down. For me, that's meditation.
And how do you, because I love what you said, is that you are always asking a question about yourself when there's some feeling that is not okay. And you're always asking that question and it always helps you to bring into center. Is there any practice that you do that helps you to do that?
So when you feel emotional and all that, you just see there's so much of garbage around your chest area. It's like a pressure of air when you bring closeness to it. And then you see you're just feeling heavy here, sometimes here, sometimes here. I take that unwanted feeling in the form of a black smoke and throw it out of my body. I release it in a more formative way to give it more clarity to my mind that this has to go.
Wow. That's beautiful. And now you told me that when you were growing up, your parents, they believed in God. They are Sikh, right?
Yeah.
And now, what's your connection with God?
I get connected to tree like I would get connected to a god in a temple. For me, sometimes when God, when we say in our culture, when Guru, your teacher, when he's alive, you go and see your teacher. And when your teacher is no more, the Guru comes and sees you. I feel with God, he's not there. He comes and sees you. You just have to wait for him, call for him, love for him. And this is his job. He'll come and find you. He'll come and meet you.
And it comes in different forms.
Yeah, and he comes in his form also. He comes sometimes in the form of voice, a feeling, emotion, anywhere. That's his choice. You can't tell him how to come. You can only expect him to come.
Okay, so you don't have like a one God that you believe.
I am a Bhakt of Lakshmi. She's my mother. I'm a Isht of Lakshmi. Lakshmi is goddess of wealth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you talk about wealth, and maybe we're coming to the end, and a lot of our audience, they are people who want to create things. They want to do something which is meaningful. For those people who are looking for meaning and to create an impact in the world, what's your advice?
I think first start creating impact on yourself. The moment you start the journey within yourself and you know that all your remotes are in your hand and you can manage your emotional and your mental self and of course a bit of physical also because rest is in nature's hand, you will be able to leave an impact outside. People see what you're doing with yourself to get impacted and you can't cheat anyone.
Wow, beautiful. If there's one thing that you would love people to remember from this conversation, what it would be?
That believe in law of surrendering, and that's the best you can attract.
Wow, beautiful. Well, I loved our conversation.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for welcoming us at your beautiful house.
Thank you.
And also, I think I was very surprised today with what when the reading that you did about me was very accurate. So I appreciate that.
Thank
And also you shared so much wisdom. I really, really appreciate
Thank
that.
you so much. So kind of you. Thank
Yeah.
you.